Artificial intelligence, AI. You hear this term everywhere, right? From our news feeds to our movie screens. But what does it actually mean? It can feel like this huge, super complex subject, but, it doesn't have to be. Over the next few minutes, we're going to pull back the curtain on the world of AI and break it down into a few simple core ideas. So let's just dive right in with the big question. Is the AI that recommends your next favorite show or the one that maps out your commute the same as those self-aware robots you see in the movies? Well, the short answer is no, not even in the same ballpark. But to really get why, we need a simple way to organize how we think about AI. And luckily, there's a pretty simple framework for all this. You see, experts tend to classify AI by asking two basic questions. And by answering these two questions, we can pretty much map out the entire landscape of AI, from what we have today to what we might see way off in the future. And here they are. The first question is all about capability. What can an AI actually do? How powerful is it? And the second is about functionality. How does it think or process information? I like to think of it this way. Capability is what's on its resume. Functionality is how its brain is actually wired. So let's start with capability. Okay, so this first level is all about the scope and the power of an AI's intelligence. You can think of it like we're climbing a ladder, where each rung represents a huge leap in ability.
So this ladder has three main rungs. We start at the bottom with artificial narrow intelligence, or ANI. Then we climb up to the theoretical levels of artificial general intelligence, AGI, and right at the top, artificial superintelligence, ASI. We're going to walk up this ladder, starting on the bottom rung, which, by the way, is the only one we're actually standing on today.
And that brings us to artificial narrow intelligence, ANI. This is the AI that's a genius at one specific thing. It's like a world-class chef who can make the most incredible pasta dish you've ever tasted. But ask them to make a salad? Nope, can't do it. It's incredibly powerful in its little niche, but completely lost outside of it. And here's the thing. You are using this kind of AI all day, every day. That spam filter that keeps your inbox clean, that's narrow AI. The algorithm that just knows what movie you want to watch next, narrow AI. Assistants like Siri and Alexa, Google Search, or GPS, all of them are perfect examples of narrow AI, each one a master of its own little universe. Okay, now we're climbing to the next rung, artificial general intelligence, or AGI. This is the stuff of science fiction. We're talking about a machine with the flexible, creative, problem-solving smarts of a human being. It's not just about crunching numbers. It's about common sense, intuition, and real creativity. And I gotta say it again, just to be super clear, AGI does not exist yet. It's still completely theoretical. And at the very, very top of our ladder, we have artificial superintelligence, ASI. This is the hypothetical future where an AI's brain isn't just equal to ours, but well, it's so far beyond us in every single way that it's hard to even imagine. Just like AGI, this remains firmly in the realm of sci-fi. Okay, so that's the what an AI can do. Now let's talk about the how. How does it actually think? This brings us to our second way of looking at things, classifying AI by its functionality. At the most basic level, you have a reactive machine. This AI sees the world and just reacts. The key thing here, it has zero memory. It can't remember what happened a second ago. IBM's Deep Blue, the computer that beat the chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov, was a perfect example. It just looked at the board as it was in that moment and made its move, without remembering any of its past games. Moving on up, we get to limited memory AI. And this is the workhorse. This is the tech behind pretty much every AI you use today. These systems can look into the recent past to help them make decisions right now. Think about a self-driving car. It's constantly watching the speed and direction of the cars around it to stay safe. It's using a limited memory of what just happened. Okay, now we're jumping back into the future with theory of mind AI. This would be a massive leap. This is an AI that could understand that you have thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, that you're not just another object in its world. This is really the key to creating an AI that could have a genuine social conversation with us. And for our final, most mind-bending type, we have self-aware AI. We're talking about an AI that has its own consciousness, a sense of self. It wouldn't just get that you're happy or sad. It could actually be happy or sad itself. It would have feelings. This is still the most distant, far-off frontier of AI. So, just to put a pin in all that, where do we stand? Reactive machines? We've got that down, mastered. Limited memory? That's what's all around us today.
Theory of mind, still in the lab, a work in progress. And self-awareness, still purely hypothetical, a distant dream. Okay, so we've looked at AI from two different angles, right? What it can do, its capability, and how it works, its functionality. So now let's put it all together to get a really sharp picture of the AI that's actually in our world right now.
Which, of course, brings us right back to where we started. After talking about all these different types and theories, what's the reality on the ground? What's the AI that's actually in your life right now?
And when you lay it all out like this, the answer becomes super, super clear. Your virtual assistant, a self-driving car, that movie recommender, basically everything you can think of is the exact same combo. It's narrow AI by capability, running on limited memory functionality. So here it is, the big takeaway. The AI we have today is not alive, it doesn't have feelings, it's not a general intelligence. The reality is, we live in a world that is built and run by a whole collection of incredibly smart, but very specialized, non-sentient tools. We live in the age of narrow AI. And that really leaves us with one heck of a question to think about. Our world has already been completely transformed by this narrow AI. So just imagine, what does a world built by general AI look like? Something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.